Good evening, fam. Hope you're doing okay. Tonight, I want to talk to you about your email. Consider this a consumer alert. A couple of days ago, I received an invoice in my email, and this invoice I received in my email said that my recent transaction of $534 to Coinbase Corporation has processed successfully. My ears went up, and I'm thinking like, well, I do a little bit of stocks, but I don't fool with any Coinbase corporations at all. So I was confused, and I'm thinking, well, somebody may have gotten me. So little did I know, this this corporation, so to speak, was trying to get me. So they had a number on here. The number is 1-808-997-8727. So I said, let me call this number. So I did. I called the number, and a guy with an accent came on, and he said, cancellation department. Didn't say PayPal. And then he waited for me to say something. And so I'm waiting on him to say, PayPal, may I help you? So it was all kind of red flags going up from there. So from there, I said, okay, let me indulge this guy. So I said, I got this invoice in my email, and I didn't make any purchases. So he said, oh, that's okay. We can cancel it for you. We'll send you a document. We want you to fill it out, send it back, and we'll cancel it for you. So, it's like red flags all over the place. And I said, no, maybe I should call my bank to see if there's been a transaction in there. And they said, no, you don't have to do that. We can handle it for you right here. And so I said, why wouldn't I call my bank? He said, no, you won't need to do that. This is what we do. In other words, I went back and forth with this guy for about maybe 30 seconds on, well, he went back and forth with me, let me put it like that, on why I should deal with him and not my bank. So, I got tired of going back and forth with him, obviously. And I said, listen, I'm just going to call my bank. And I hung up on him. So eventually, latter part of the day, I did go to my bank, and I had them check my account out, and there's been no transactions in my account at all. And they said, yeah, it's somebody trying to scam you. And I said, I figured so. And so I want to let you know there's things that you're not helpless. There are things you can do. You can call your local police. You can do a police report. You can also call PayPal. PayPal has a fraud department with investigators. These investigators will take this number and investigate it to see what these people are doing, and they'll investigate them in this country, and they'll have subsidiaries in other countries that will address these issues, because this is a big problem. We as consumers, we're trying to have our money for our friends, our families, our friends, or whoever you want to spend your money on, not to be ripped off. So I want everybody to kind of pay attention to some of the things that come into your email. Make sure you check your accounts all the time. Um, Even if they're paperless, you have access to them. Check your bank accounts, check your credit cards. You do that yearly and throughout the year, I should say, because these people, this is their job. This is a faceless crime. In other words, they don't know you, nor do they care if they get your money, your mother's money, your father's money, your grandparents' money. They just want your money. And in these days and times, money is hard to come by. And again, they don't care. So if you see something, it might look legitimate, but you need to question it. And you also need to make complaints to PayPal or whatever entity you may have in question. And there's definitely ways to stop these people, and it's going to be ongoing because they'll pop up at some other point to try and rip somebody else off. But you have to protect yourself and you have to protect your family. I'm going to try and give you a better close-up of this. It looks legit. It looks like it could fool someone. And I hope you can see this. Give you a second to kind of look at it. And as you can see, it says PayPal on it, has an invoice number, has a phone number. Now, here's the funny thing. I called this number today and it doesn't go to anything. Now, no one answers it, anything. So if I would have filled anything out, they would have gotten my money, however much, or they would have had access to my accounts, which would have been devastating. And there's no turning back for that. There's I don't know, in some instances, there's no protection. And as we say on the block, they would have hit a lick and kept on going. They don't know who I am. They don't care. They just want your money. So be very careful and stay on top of these things. And don't be afraid to report these crimes to your local authorities, because they need to know so they can help the next person. I hope this was information that you all can use. And please subscribe to my channel, CG Clark. At CG Clark with an E. And I hope you like this bit of information that I'm giving you, because it can help you and it can help your family. And if anyone has any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll answer it as soon as I can. All right. Thank you and take care.